Hi guys, in this video we are going to learn about the final step of any of the webhook that we develop, right? Is to deploy it to any of the cloud functions, and for this we are going to use the GCP app engine, standard app engine, right? Before moving on, so it's a simple request to everyone who are watching this video to subscribe to channel. 92% of users are not subscribing after viewing the channel. And if you're coming from the Google search and if you find this video useful or helpful, don't forget to give a thanks and as always give a like and subscribe. Okay, so we are moving to the deployment, right? So we have written so many codes or so many different variations that we have done, right? So what I will use is let's say the simple one, which is this one, right? Which is doing nothing but we are just responding with a simple response, right? Nothing else over here. And if it contains sales tag, okay. So we will follow the document. Is document link I have also pasted in the description section. You can find over there, right? There are few steps which they have skipped that I have listed out, so that will help you to deploy, right? So before, let's start with the what they are saying. So create a project. So I already have a project with me, which is a standard what is scratchit is the project name. So I will not do anything. We will start from the step number 2. Okay, you can create a project in the GCP if you already have a GCP account, right? So we will start from here. You need a Node.js since we are using the Node.js, and they have created stated a few of the things that we required, right? So first step is first we will create our new folder. So they have given something the folder name as my Node.js service or something like that. So let's do that. Okay, inside of this and over here, let's create a folder. Once we create the folder, they are saying run this command. Okay, so we will run this command. We will follow all the steps which they have given so that any variation or anything which is not working, it can be covered, right? So this may take few seconds. Once it is done, then the next step is saying, okay, check if the package.json have this entry or not. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll do a refresh. No, oh sorry, my mistake. I forgot this step. So first we will do npm init, and after that we will install. Uh, so this is asking what will the package name. So this is that version description you can give. I can give test index.js. Entry point will be I think server.js, right? That is what they're expecting. Entry point is server.js. Okay, and test command does not require git, don't have keyword, don't have author, don't have license, I don't have. I say yes, so it will create a folder package.json, and after this, we will run this command. You can watch this video into 1.5x, 2x speed because this simply we are running the command. Uh, okay, so now it is done. We will check if the package.json have that. Dependency one 4.2.1 whatever the version is, so let's see. Yeah, so we have that. So it's saying add this part over here, so we will do that. Script start and this one. Okay, so we have added that. I think we have to add a comma, and we'll do that. That is done. Now it's saying use this code. Okay, no, but we already have that code which we have used so far, so we will copy this code and go to over here, paste, and we will rename it to server.js. Okay, just to validate what it contains, we should have also have to include the installation. Okay, so that I will do, but initial two lines all good. This package we have to install, so I will do that now. So npm install express is done. After this we have to install this because since we are consuming this npm package, and also body parser. Not sure where we are using, but yeah. and install. So let it get installed as a npm package, and also it will get reflected in your package.json. Okay. So going back to the document, it says app get, and what we are using is app post. Okay. And it says listen to port number 8080 where we are listening, or we are also listening to port 80. Nothing change we have to do. Don't worry, this code also I have uploaded to the GitHub. Again, its links in the given in the description section, so nothing to worry about that. Okay. So once all this thing is done, what we will do is we will run this command npm.start, and hopefully uh, it will run the code, and it's your app is running on port number 8080. Okay, so far all good. We will not do to the local host. Okay. Now, second is saying is to create a file, something called app.yml. Okay, in the same folder structure. So we will create a text file with the name ml app.yml. What says anything space? No. And after that, what I will do is in this, whatever the command they have given. So add the following content. We will do this. Okay. So now it's saying it should have these three files: app.yml, node.js, package.json, lock, it's by default is there, and app.yml. Okay, so everything is there. So we are good to go to the next step. Okay, so I will click on the next step. Now over here, what they're saying is directly run the gcloud app deploy. Okay, so the first step is so there are for certain steps which are missing, which I have listed out over here. Okay, that you have to do before even you start deploying the code. Okay, so let's kill this port first. Okay. First of all, you have to install the gcloud. Okay, so they have given how to install the gcloud command tool in your Windows, Mac, or whatever you are using, right? So that you have to do. And after installing it, right, you have to perform certain steps which is not given over here. So I will do that. So first off, what you have to do is do something called this command. Okay, this command is also given in the description section, so don't worry about it, but let me tell what exactly we have to. So we have to do the login. So what it will do, it will trigger what do you say, pop up into your browser, and it will ask you to log in with the same GCP account which you have used uh, to create the Dialogflow CX project, or you want to use the this one. As you can see, the pop-up happens automatically. You don't have to do anything. So I will select my account which I'm using, right? And once it does that, I will click allow. Okay. And once it does, it says something that you are now authenticated in Google Cloud CLI. Okay, so over here it sets to the various thing. Now the next thing that you have to do is click on the project list. Okay, now we have to deploy to a particular project, right, that you want to deploy. So for that, first of all, you have to know what exactly the different projects that you have in your GCP. So I will do that. So I have many projects. So you will see the list over here, right? So you can see whole list over here. Where I am going to deploy is something this is where I have also created the Dialogflow CX, right? So what you have to do is something like this. So give the project name and set the default project to that one, so that everything get installed over here. If you have only one project, then you don't have to worry, right? But if you have multiple projects, make sure you do this step, right? After that, what you have to do is enable the billing for that, right? So what I will do is, again, there will be a pop-up, and you have to select and you have to allow the billing, because again, if there is no money, there is no honey, right? Google will not allow you to deploy anything. So over here, what we have done is allowed this GCP to uh, add to the billing, right? This GCP project. And now after that, we can do GCP cloud deploy. Okay. So now we will come back to the document where we were, right? This step. And You can directly deploy n number of times, so every time it creates a new version for you. You don't have to worry about managing the versions. Previous version stays alive, and it gives you the detail that okay, this is the project id, this is the target it's creating, this is the target version id, right? Its own function, and this will be the url from which you can access it. So I will say yes. Now what it will do is it will create a function over there. What happened? GCP instance does not exist. Maybe I'm getting this error because previously I might have deployed. Okay, so let me log into my console cloud, right? And scratch it, and we'll go to the bucket. So either we don't have that bucket which is asking, so something like this bucket is not available, right? Uh, why buckets? Either we can create a bucket with that name. So let's see if we have that bucket. We don't have that bucket. So let's create a bucket with that name. Hopefully that will resolve the issue. So, okay. So we will give this name, continue, multi-region, continue, choose data, create. Okay. Whoa. Okay. So there is some issues with this one. So what other solution I have is I can use any of my listed buckets that I have, right? So what I will do is I will copy this bucket name and its GS path. Where is my path? Path configuration. This one, right? We'll go to the over here and deploy. We will specify bucket equal to and whatever the bucket name we have copied, and let's see if it deploy over there or not. If this doesn't work, then we have to google the solution. Let's see. No, it started working. Okay, so now it will take few time, so let me pause the video. It failed again. Wow. So staging bucket blah blah is not available, please refer to. Okay, I think this is causing because I created a video, or not the video. I deployed my app over there beforehand and it was costing money. So that's why I have removed it. What it's saying is okay. So we have done the repair, and let's see if the previous command works or not. If it doesn't work, we will assign to our one. So it seems to be deploying. So instead of giving to the bucket, or no, it's still not work. Is it? Unexpected occur, rebuild, blah 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 blah. Okay, so now let's this time give our bucket name, and let's see if it deploys this time or not. So after a little bit Google search and finding the issue in the build, what it was found that it was trying to look for the analyzer or the previous one, right? To make it execute for the first time, right? We are doing for the first time. Okay, these issues you might not face because you might be doing for the first time. I have created app earlier and then deleted it, so that's why you're not means that's why I'm getting all these errors, right? Now you can see that it has been deployed, okay, to the service, and this is a URL from where it can be accessible, okay. So what I will do is I will go to my Dialogflow CX project, and I have updated the error. So if you get the error, you have to run these to execute, or you have to run these two commands, right? So that is there, where we are, scratch it, and we were calling, I think this one, right? Not this one. We are calling this one. And in this, we were calling the webhook, which is going with the sales tag. Okay. And in the URL, we will specify the URL that we have received over there, which is this one. Click save and see if it is working. We can enable the logs, or we can see the logs in the cloud. So over here, if you run the command, what it will do is it will print all the logs that you see. So let's do hi, and I think it will ask for the city name. I will give Pune, and now we should get a response back from the web service which we just deployed. And no logs, or did we not added any logs? Oh, whoa. Sorry. No, we added, no? So we should get a new log. Oh, my screen is frozen. Not sure why it is like that. But anyway, we got the response back from here. We are, so let's say if I do a Rajiv, right? So let's say you have modified the code and you want to deploy again, right? What you can do is just deploy again. What it will do is it will create a new version. So you can compare the previous version and this version, and what you will get the response is from the new server once the new version get deployed, right? So what it do is every time you deploy, it creates a new version and point to link to this new version instead of deleting the previous codes or the deployment that you have done, right? So again, I'm doing the testing where I have modified from sales to Rajiv, and I have just did this command to deploy, and now it's uploading to the GCP. Once this get uploaded, we will test again, and this time over here we should get my name instead of the that one, the sales tag. Let me pause the video till the deployment do. Okay, deployment is done. So hopefully, if I execute again, I should get the latest updated response. So you can see over here, we are getting the updated response. So this is how we can successfully deployed a code uh, to the GCP. What is that? GCP app engine, and use it. Hopefully you like the video. Thank you. Have a nice day.